Every day, traders blow another account, not because they are stupid, not because they picked the wrong indicator, but because they make one mistake the market never forgives. They lied to you. They told you your first $10,000 would come from the perfect strategy, a better entry, a secret setup. But the truth is much harder to hear. Your first $10,000 is not blocked by your chart. It is blocked by your mindset. I have seen men turn small accounts into fortunes. I have also seen those same fortunes vanish because they treated trading like a shortcut, not a profession. And then something changes. The trader becomes quieter, more patient, less eager to prove anything. That is when the market begins to pay him. In this video, I will show you 5 signs that reveal whether you are fixing the one mistake that keeps most traders stuck below $10,000. Because your first $10,000 is not just money. It is proof that you have learned to master yourself. And if you see these signs in your own journey, you are closer than you think. The first sign is simple, but it changes everything. You stop treating trading like a lifeboat. In the beginning, most traders come to the market carrying heavy burdens, bills, debt, pressure, the need to prove they can build a better life. And so, every trade feels like a rescue mission. If this one wins, everything gets easier. That is where the trouble begins. When you need the market to save you, you force trades that are not there. You risk too much. You hold on too long. You trade with fear in your chest and hope in your eyes. But the market rewards calm, not desperation. The successful trader sees trading the way a carpenter sees his tools, not as magic, but as a skill built slowly, used with care. And when you stop trying to escape your problems, you finally begin to solve them. The second sign is quieter, but just as powerful. A losing trade no longer feels like a personal defeat. In the beginning, every red number feels like a verdict. Maybe I am not good enough. Maybe I will never figure this out. Maybe everyone else understands something I do not. But a professional sees a loss the way a pilot sees a warning light, not as an insult, as information. It points to something that needs attention. Your entry was too early. Your risk was too large. Your rules were ignored. That is all. When you stop tying your self-worth to one trade, something inside you relaxes. You become less emotional, less reactive, more clear, and that is when losses stop breaking your confidence and start building your skill. The third sign is the one that saves accounts. You stop needing to be right. This is where many traders fall. The market moves against them, and instead of taking a small loss, they argue with the chart. They move their stop. They add more to the trade. They turn a paper cut into a deep wound, not because the setup is strong, but because their ego cannot accept being wrong. A professional sees things differently. A small loss is not a failure. It is the cost of doing business, like a shop owner paying rent. Necessary, expected, controlled. The goal is not to prove your opinion. The goal is to protect your capital. And when you accept that being wrong is part of the game, you stop fighting the market. You listen to it. And that is when your decisions become calm, humble, and profitable. Now, I wanted to pause for a moment and be honest with yourself. What is the real thing holding you back? Is it overtrading? The need to always be in the market? Is it impatience? Taking trades before your setup is ready? Or maybe it is revenge trading, trying to win back money after a painful loss. For some traders, it is fear. Fear of pulling the trigger. Fear of losing again. Write your answer in the comments below, because the moment you can name your weakness, you can begin to control it. And trust me, every strong trader you admire once fought the same battle. But here is where things become interesting. The next 2 signs are where traders begin to separate. This is a point where some finally cross their first $10,000, while others stay trapped in the same cycle for years. The fourth sign is where you begin to think like a professional. Protecting your capital becomes more important than making money. This may sound strange at first, but capital is your oxygen. Without it, your trading journey ends. A skilled trader understands that survival comes before growth. That is why risk management is not optional. It is law. You know exactly how much you are willing to lose before you enter a trade, and you never break that rule. Something else changes as well. You trade less. You stop chasing every move. You wait for the few setups that truly deserve your attention, like a hunter who saves his energy for the right moment. And in that quiet discipline, your account begins to strengthen, not through excitement, but through protection. Because a trader who learns to defend his capital is the one who earns a right to grow it. The fifth sign is the one that brings real peace. You stop judging your trading one trade at a time. Most beginners ask the wrong question. Will this trade win? Professionals ask a better one. Did I follow my edge? That is the difference. One trade is like a single drop of rain. By itself, it means very little. But over time, many drops can fill a river. The same is true in trading. A single win proves nothing. A single loss changes nothing. What matters is repeating the same sound process again and again, with patience, with discipline, with trust. And when you begin to think this way, your emotions grow quiet. You no longer need every trade to work. You only need to execute well. That calm confidence is what allows small accounts to grow into something extraordinary. When you cross your first $10,000, the market feels different. The noise becomes quieter. You stop checking every candle with fear. You stop chasing every move. Your confidence no longer comes from winning trades. It comes from following your process. And that calm begins to shape your life outside the charts. You become more patient, more disciplined, more steady under pressure. That is the real reward, not the money in your account, but the person you have become. The first $10,000 is only proof. Proof that you can trust your rules. Proof that you can stay calm when others panic. Proof that consistency has become part of your identity. The one mistake was simple. You treated trading like a shortcut instead of profession. But now you know better. Trade for clarity, not excitement. Accept losses as tuition. Let go of the need to be right. Protect your capital. Think in probabilities. Do this long enough, and your first $10,000 becomes a matter of time. So tell me, how close are you? And what is the one habit you must change? Leave it in the comments. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and watch the next lesson. Because the most important account you will ever grow is the one within yourself.